What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a pretty exciting duel for you guys to check out. And actually, this duel was equal parts like good, healthy, back and forth Yu-Gi-Oh! As it was, honestly, both players just kind of feeling like they were going to throw the duel. At least that was what I felt when I was watching this, man. I felt like both players were just kind of making some questionable plays, and neither one of them was really trying to capture that victory. One guy would be like, man, I don't really want to win. You want to win? Nah, you can have it, bro. I don't know. Just got a strange feeling that like both of these guys were just like trying to throw the duel. But anyways, I guess that can be expected. The Danger Dark World deck is still fairly new for a lot of players in the TCG. At the top, looks like we have a Lair of Darkness Hieratic deck. I can see how those two archetypes could have a little bit of synergy. Hieratic monsters have effects that can activate when they tribute a monster. So if you can tribute your opponent's stuff and then use the effects of the hieratic monsters, that can be kind of cool. So I believe that most Lair of Darkness decks want to go second. So I think the Danger Dark World being up first is pretty much what both players kind of wanted. Now I will say this. If you're running Danger Zone, I kind of feel like if you run this card, you're just kind of saying that you're not going to pop off, because to me, what this deck really wants to do is it just wants to pop off, draw a ton of cards, extra link potentially turn one. If you get Soul Charge, you're pretty much guaranteed the extra link, get Graph into the graveyard, and just kind of ride the extra link home to victory. This card doesn't really allow you to do that. It is a nice disruptive card if you use it with Bigfoot, but in general, I mean, I don't know. Depending on how consistently I can link spam, I probably wouldn't even run this card, and he can't use Drag Down. Well, he could, but he doesn't have any Dark World monsters, so it's not really that good. Anyways, Lair of Darkness is up first, or excuse me, second. He's going to get Lair of Darkness. And he's going to get disrupted by Danger Zone. He's going to draw three. He's going to discard Brow and Bigfoot, which means his Lair of Darkness is going bye-bye. But he is able to actually press through. He gets Sue on field. I believe he's going to Tribute to get rid of the back row. Unfortunately for him, it was actually a bluff. He's going to go for the King Hieratic Dragon of a Tomb. He's going to get the Red Eyes on board. And then he does Tribute his Tefnuit for enemy controller to take his opponent's Bigfoot. And his opponent's got to be careful here, because this is kind of, well, I hate to say this. This is going to sound really cheesy, but he is going to be in the danger zone. I usually use that. I use that line to kind of signify when your life points are extremely low. 200 life points. Now this was weird, man. I don't know if you guys saw that because it went by really quickly. He did actually, when he used Sayuja Skull Dread's effect, he did draw a copy of Soul Charge and he did not take it, which I think was incredibly questionable. I don't know what he was thinking, right? Because this guy has 8,000 life points. And I get it, he didn't use his battle. I get it, he can't use it this turn because he uses battle phase, but maybe that's the reason why he didn't use it, because I'm like, dude, you have so many monsters in your graveyard. If you take the Soul Charge, you can set yourself up for a big play. But I guess he, you know what, maybe I was too harsh. Maybe he's thinking, hey, Cap, he's only at 200 life points. All I want to do is attack once in the duel. So, okay, I understand it. Anyways, he gets a Rima. Gets Darkest Diablos, goes for the Hieratic Link monster, which I still don't think is that good, but whatever. Chupacabra is going to activate its Monster Reborn effect, get Bigfoot on board, and I believe we might see a Link summon of one of the Boral cards here, or I could be mistaken. That could have been a different duel. All right, so looks like a couple of Dark World monsters are getting on board. He does go for Borreload. Unfortunately, this guy, the Hieratic Link monster, does not target, and he's actually able to just bounce Borreload back, and then he's able to get a copy of Light Pulsar on field. If Light Pulsar dies, it'll just bring Red Eyes back. This I didn't see coming. He's actually going for some Grinder Golem plays. You don't really see that card played that much, but Grinder Golem can still make some ridiculous plays, especially when, well, I don't know if we're ever going to get Security Dragon in CCG. It's like Konami forgot about that card. I feel like that card needs to be in like a fucking starter deck or something like that. Now, he's the one with the Saryuja Skull Dread. Okay, not looking so bad. Here's the problem though. He has to be careful, because if he leaves anything on the field, Darkest Diablos can just attack over it, and that's the end of the duel, because he only has 200 life points. He must have taken 100 damage at some point, and oh yeah, this is how this duel is going to end. He's summoning a lot, and he has, you know, Nightmare Goblin and all this other good stuff on the field, but what he really needs, to be honest, is he needs Ningirasu, and he actually just destroyed the Light Pulsar, which, you know, it floats. He needs to not worry worry about Light Pulsar Dragon. He's going to put Red Eyes back into the deck. He needs to get Darkest Diablos off the field ASAP. He has Gumblar Dragon. It's cute, it's nice, but still has not taken care of the problem that is the Darkest Diablos. Gets rid of a card out of his hand, and he just forgot about Darkest Diablos. But it doesn't even matter, bro, because he top decked Regeki anyway. The Yu-Gi-Oh gods were like, look, we don't care if you want to win or not. We're gonna force you to win. We're gonna give you this Regeki, and even if this guy does make a powerful board that you can't actually deal with just your Darkest Diablos, maybe he has monsters in defense mode, we'll just give you the Regeki so that you can win. What was this face down? Oh, the face down was Soul Charge. So, I mean, looks like one of the players got the Soul Charge. Unfortunately, it wasn't the guy with 8,000 life points, and that's the end of the duel. I don't know how did he just forget that he had Darkest Diablos and that it could simply attack over Firewall. If you're wondering why Firewall it doesn't bounce Darkest Diablos, it can't be targeted. So Darkest Diablos is a problem. Like this card is so good for what it actually does. You know, the fact that it can be summoned from the graveyard, can't be targeted, can't be tributed, no kaijus. It's a very difficult card to out unless you're using like Borals and stuff like that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that short duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe if you have not already.